No radio cast. We've got a stream. Woo! It's back. So no action at the moment, guys. It's completely fine. I mean, mid lane, I thought they were gonna, have the Razor against the Alchemist, because I feel like it would pressure more, but they decide to have it on the mid for BZM. Is there any reason for that?
I mean, it would also be a worse lane for the Kunkka mid, so kind of balances it out. I think Razor is gonna do fine either way. Maybe a little bit better on the mid lane, since the Leshrac can suffer when it comes to a level 6. You don't really want to run into this Eye of Storm.
Oh yeah, and I just saw the power there of the Shadow Demon counteracting the Primal Beast. So as soon as he came in there with the trample at level 1, Seb just pops a disruption and completely stops the trample here from the Primal.
Ooh, all it.
He could be all it though. Telekinesis back. The concoction does connect onto 2, but he will die. Maybe perhaps Bengen can get himself a double kill. There's 1. Chasing Ari now. But doesn't have the movement speed to get the Rubik. So it will be a trade. But OG will come out on top here, getting the first blood against the Alchemist.
A pretty nice thing to start a game by killing the Alchemist, but Bengen will get level 3 at minute 2:30, and this level 2 Rocket Barrage, we spoke about it so many times. It can literally solo a hero from 1 to 0, 1 to 100.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it work into action. There it is. Look at that Rocket Barrage go. Very nice. Just need some mana though, so going to hang around this Lotus pool and try and get this Ari ready with the telekinesis if he wants to contest the Lotus pool.
These gyro spells, they literally cost 0 mana. 80 on the Rocket Barrage and 40 on the Flag Cannon. I get the Lotus, as you said. Ooh, top lane, Seb.
Oh, top lane. Yeah, they actually take down the Shadow Demon. That's surprising.
I mean, it's the thing, when you use the trample and you get disrupted, there is still a lot of time to use Onslaught straight after and dish out still insane amount of damage.
I mean, the most important thing though is Timado is doing okay here on the lane, not losing any HP here at all. Last hit wise, he's doing okay. I mean, even though the Alchemist died, not as good as Alchemist at the moment. 26 last hits at the moment. Pretty good for 3.5 minutes.
We saw this matchup yesterday.
We did.
Alchemist versus Lifestealer. Watson versus Pure or BZM. This is the
BZM caught in place. Yeah, denied.
OG
escape there.
Brings 2 heroes from both side lanes, 2 supports to control the runes of the 4 minute, and they end up losing the mid laner just to this one shake rotation. Beautiful stuff from MOUZ.
Yeah, power of the Earthshaker there. I mean, we hadn't seen that rotation. I mean, only 2 Earthshaker games that we've commentated on here, Milan. But that is how you rotate as an Earthshaker, just cutting off the means of escape. And Supreme just able to lay in damage with Diabolic Edict. Whilst there's no creep wave, might I add.
What I remember in this Alchemist Nyx matchup from the Watson and Pure is that Pure outfarmed him heavily, just by the nature of how the 2 heroes work. Like Pure had like 11 minute radius and
doesn't get the Fisher block this time. Continue, Milan. Sorry, I cut off your story.
It just that was the biggest outtake, that this Alchemist heavily outfarms the Lifestealer if nothing is happening, if game is like in a stalemate situation. So I think OG will sort of be on the pressure to be making moves early this game.
I mean, doing okay here on Ulnit. I mean, look at that Rocket Barrage level 2 already onto Whisper. Chasing him throughout the trees. Ulnit's loving life right now.
Don't Google Rocket Barrage level 3 damage, because that's insane. Insane amount of damage.
Are you a fan of Gyrocopter, or do you not like it?
Yeah. I'm a man of culture myself. A little bit.
Yeah,
Dirty gyro player.
seems that we have similar interests, Milan. I also am a very big fan of the Gyrocopter. But Norman's found himself Rubik in the river.
6-man rune.
Cut him off here, and now attempt to body block as even two supports rotating in here. As they give it to Supreme, he's got himself some nice juicy kills here. 2 kills now here on the mid lane on the Leshrac. It's very beneficial to have this Leshrac getting extra gold and extra kills like this. You know, the further you accelerate. Oh my gosh, they're going to go in for another one again.
Yeah,
An attempt to body block BZM. Look at this. Absolute disaster here for OG. The supports are doing so much here on MOUZ. They don't have themselves the vision to counteract these plays.
What we talked during the draft, this Earthshaker, this MOUZ, this is what they do. They rotate early.
Oh, they're going to go
needs
for
to be
Seb here
careful.
as well. Oh, the Fisher actually stopped Supreme, though, from chasing Seb. So Supreme will TP away. A little bit of a
do the
misplay there with
same.
Fisher,
No,
but
Ari's
Norman,
here.
he's trying to get away. He's just got away. They won't be able to get the hit there onto Norman to slow him down with the Ghoul Frenzy, so Earthshaker is fine. And look at this, Tomato away from the lane here, missing creeps just so then he can try and relieve pressure here. But is not able to, you know, achieve anything. But BZM, he's in the triangle here right now, trying to get some needed gold on the Razor, just farming up these stacks at the moment with his Eye of the Storm.
Beautiful stuff from MOUZ. Being aggressive, but at the same time not overcommitting. Throwing away the advantage they made previously. Now 8-man rune is it will be very, very important who gets it. I think we'll see 6 at least heroes being put on the power rune. Can OG fight it? It seems right now at the 3v3 engagements they're much weaker on the mid lane. And they're just gonna give it up. Yeah.
I mean, don't be fooled though by their supports. I mean, early stage of the game, Rubik and Shadow Demon cannot do very much. But when these team fights start to come out in the late stage of the game, then they can do massive work. I mean, the Demonic Purge, I think we spoke about it before, against the Primal Beasts, it really heavily affects it.
So one guy we didn't mention a lot is the Ulnit on this Alchemist. Has one death, but 5.5k at minute 830. Like, this is some insane numbers. Even for a hero like the Alchemist.
Maybe. Do they have vision here? Whisper. He does back himself off here. Maybe perhaps he sensed something. I don't think.
Ooh, that's a juicy stack.
Oh my gosh! He's not going to stack
Did he
it
stack
again.
that with Torrent? It's so hard to make such a
Uh,
big stack normal way around. Maybe he did it with a Torrent, the new technology.
What
You know
goal is
you
he
can
at right
stack-
now? 3,600. That's what he's at. Oh, he's got to come back for the lane. Right, he gained 200 gold from that. I'm keeping it in track in my head. I'm keeping it in track. 200 gold.
Bam. That's a 60 goal.
Alright, 260.
Ari, meanwhile.
Not anything yet. Oh, we have found there by the Rubik.
The biggest problem for OG, it seems, it will be this early to mid game damage. Like, in between Shadow Demon, Kanka, and Rubik, like, the amount of damage they do is very, very limited. Especially against the tanky heroes like Leshrac and Alchemist. Like, that will be a big
Problem.
That's a big problem.
He got 600 gold from that ancient stack Whisper did. Oh wow, okay, BZM denied that arcane rune with 4 sitting right on top of it. Supreme is found here. Taking too much damage that he can handle. With Whisper rotating in here on the middle lane. Maybe perhaps they'll try and look to pressure this tier 1 tower. Black cannon stolen on Ari.
10:45. Alchemist will be acquiring the Radiance. And the farm fest starts now. Bengan making some stacks. As they did nerf... Oh, he's gonna miss the big camp. They did nerf the stacking for the XP, but still you get the same amount of gold and only 5% less XP from the stacks you make, so not too big of a deal.
Omelette achieved on the lifestealer now too, so does have the option to join in these team fights if they so choose, but this Alchemist is kind of getting out of control here. I mean, Radiant's got it around about 10 minutes. Blink and BKB is on the agenda next here for the Alchemist. He is having an amazing time.
They're looking, if nothing major happens, we're looking at like a 16-17 minute Blink BKB Radiance. That's a hella scary sight for a OG fan. But OG will try to make a move before. 4-man. Nice rune for BZM. And Whisper.
Oh, Supreme, he's in some trouble. He's being caught here by the static link and the X-Mod. The boat will come in, the Echo Slam is there. Rotation from Force, attempting to try and find the Conquer, but he has been disrupted up. Is Whisper going to get away? The Pulverize will come out there in return. Will they have enough to take down Conquer? Yes, they will. The Radiance Burn helps find the kill. Force getting very low, though. Allnit trying to find BZM there with the Radiance Burn. Will he get it? No! Is it actually Allnit here who will fall? A team wipe on MOUZ. OG, they will only lose one here. It's the Conquer. That boat room affected so much here for OG.
I mean, exactly what the doctor ordered for the OG. Like, take the fight to MOUZ. Like, pressure them while you have the upper hand. Like, the MOUZ really wants the space to farm up, but OG brings a 4-man smoke mid and they get a team vibe at minute 12:30. Beautiful stuff.
I mean, Allnit now a little bit behind. I mean, he's still up there on the net worth, but that death will have set him back quite a bit.
They almost did all perfectly in that fight. Like Razor with the haze, kiting everything, Kunkka tanking everything with the blade mail, and the help of Timado coming in clutch with the infest, and then Seb just dishing out the damage. We said damage might be the issue for the OG, but the Shadow Demon level 4 Shadow Poison does a lot of damage if unintended.
There's Force. He's got himself a Blade Mail now on the Primal Beast, which is a very, very nice item here. Especially in this game. But he's taking so much damage here. Will definitely help against BZM. I mean, BZM, however, speaking of him, he's on his way to be completing himself a BKB here. A 15-minute BKB for the Razor. First item.
Understands that their time is here and now, not going for any Manta SNY bullshit. Just straight up BKB against all the magic damage that MOUZ has. It's probably the best possible item. But MOUZ will decide that aggression is what they require. Smoke with the Lash and the Shaker, with the Ulnit going through the gates, with the Blink Dagger. Nighttime will hit in 10 seconds. If they get a vision on this Lifestealer, they may be able to burst him before Rage comes out. They know exactly where he is.
Scouting out.
Blink Dagger ready.
Observer
ready.
Revealing the vision. There it is. Echo Slam along with the Fisher. The Split Earth does not come down there on time to find Tomado. Here comes the rotations though from OG. The counter initiations finding one and possibly finding two here. Slowing down Supreme. Disaster for MOUZ. Not able to land that Split Earth down in time.
Took so long to go on the snakes. It's even Ulnit didn't want to come. It almost like they were in disbelief if it will work. Like they were like, is this really gonna work? Is this really gonna? Let's go for it anyway. And as you said, turns in a complete disaster.
This Leshrac being pushed further back here. Had himself a good time on the lane, was 2-0. Now look at the net worth. It's literally 2,000 gold away from a Rubik. Starting to be left behind here now by the other cores in the game. Also only level 10 too here, so suffering in terms of XP here also. Really needing to farm up. This Tomato rotating around here with the armlet, finds himself the middle tower, but in return at least they'll get themselves the top tier 1 tower finally. Oh, Force has found himself a Rubik. Pulverize comes out with the onslaught there too. Boat will come out in return. And here comes the cooldown. Affecting OG here. They're going to attempt to go for a kill here into Ahri, but the Infest is going to save Ahri for some time. Never mind. As the Trample finds the kill, but they'll get the return kill onto Force. It will be a 1-for-1. OG now on the aggressive. Very nice Fisher and Blink there from Norman. Completely disrupts the pursuit. As they'll only find a 1-for-1 on either side.
Just every target they go for on the side of MOUZ, it seems that OG just has so much defensive capabilities. These infests, disruptions, run buffs from the boat, like it's so hard to kill even a Rubik.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just trying to scout out for more Norman. It's been revealed, he'll blink away.
Alchemist completed on Whisper Kunkka. We saw so many times what does
Torrent Storm
can accomplish. What? Do they have what it takes to burst him? Not with Seb around, but maybe?
The Fisher. Oh, they're coming in with the onslaught. They have themselves the Pulverize ready, but the disruption comes out. Mid-Pulverize. Torrent Storm there, along with Boat. Maybe perhaps they can turn it around. As Supreme falling very low.
He's dead.
They will get the kill there with the Torrents. As Bengen might be found here too. Will do so indeed. Getting the kill onto the Gyrocopter. The counter initiation power from Whisper.
Yeah, as you said, I mean, perfect bait set up by Seb and Whisper. Lets him get initiated, then jumps in, prevents the burst, then Blade Mail, Torrent Storm, both coming out, and they want more. X mark on Force.
It's okay. I mean, this is a cheeky Observe Award placed here by Seb himself. Actually granting vision there of the ancient camp. They actually do go for a smoke play here. They want revenge against this Conker, possibly. Actually going to go for a kill here onto the Rubik, though. They do get the kill here. Allnit. Some nice extra gold. Meanwhile, the top lane, though, the cooldown coming out once again. There's the Pulverize. Seb does not have himself the disruption. He's already used it, but Trample also on cooldown. The boat will come out. Allnit cooking a concoction, casting it there onto the Shadow Demon. But look at this, the Torrent Storm helping with the initiation. They will find Seb, though, nonetheless, along with Norman there, too, in the trees, with BZM rotating in. Allnit attempting to TP. They do not have themselves a cancel, and Xmox was just about to come off, but the animation was a little bit too long there for Whisper. If they caught Allnit there, that would have been big. Although he did have himself the BKB, so he could have used that, actually.
3-for-1. Heavily. A trade heavily favoring OG. I mean, he just, again and again, MOUZ is taking a very long time to kill any of these heroes, and then it allows OG to come and help. Always in time, always there to find a trade. Timada, only, I say only, 2.5k, 2.8k behind the Alchemist. Yesterday, if I remember correctly, between Pure and Watson, Alchemist was around 20,000 net worth when Lifestealer was 10,000, so. And the nature these two heroes work, even if you're only 2-3k behind, you're gonna eat the Alchemist alive.
Is this this is not like pure gaming though. Remember his Lunar game, 1017 GPM? That was nuts.
Don't mention it. That's not very kids friendly. 1000 GPM, a wet dream of every carry player ever. Pure, living the dream. But
well.
OG, they're gonna catch themselves a Supreme.
They do. Attempting to flee. The stab coming in with the blink, slowing down Supreme there. With the demonic purge, finds an easy kill there onto Lashrak.
Did you see what I just saw?
I did not see
Ari has himself a splitter.
Oh, that's what he has.
It's a very scary sight. We talked about it during the draft. This is a spell. They can make it or break it. Not like Koji needs it. They just keep finding victory after victory around this map for last what it feels like 5-6 minutes. It's been all OG.
Oh, they're gonna take that Tormentor here too. Ari gonna get it. Ari gonna get it. Ari gonna get the shard. Is he gonna get the shard? Is he gonna get the shard? Is he? Oh, he'll go to Seb.
You'll have to buy your own.
Demonic Cleanse.
Demonic Cleanse. A tier shard, sometimes S tier. This game, just a A tier. Nothing much to purge.
Ori will not be able to upgrade this splitter for free. I mean, they still have their Tormentor actually at the top right of the map, so they could go for that, but they're not in position to do that just yet. Well, Allnet has himself an Orchid here now. Maybe perhaps if they can get a pounce here onto Tomato when he's alone. Maybe.
I like this from MOUZ. I think they're already so far behind that they need to go for these surprise attacks. Like they need to try and catch OG off guard when Shadow Demon is not there to save.
This is nice tenses though as well. Look, they know that possibly they could go for a Roshan, so they're heading bottom. This Smoker's going to break here onto Whisper. They see the vision of him. If they can get a silence on Whisper, this will be big, because that means there will be no Torrent Storm. But the save there from Seb, that will help Whisper now cast out his Torrent Storm. Unless they can find the kill, Supreme will be decimated here by the hands of OG. As now, on the retreat here, MOUZ. Allnet though, cooking another concoction. Once again, the Echo Slam comes out onto two! Finds Whisper! Possibly Tomato there as well! As the silence there! Earthshaker will sacrifice his life for this kill! But Tomato healing up here onto the Alchemist. Another concoction is being cooked once again! The stun is there! The Lifestealer is gone! BZM, the only one remaining! The charge there from Force. The silence comes out. Will they find the killer to BZM? Yes, they will!
Team wipe!
Team wipe! Lovely Echo Slam there from the Earthshaker.
Beautiful execution from the MOUZ. First they go on the Kanka, but some of the other heroes, mostly Force on this Primal, finds the support, deals with the Shadow Demon and Rubik, and then in the second part of the fight, Narman with a beautiful Echo Slam leads to a team wipe.
I mean, big item though now, Milan. Oh gosh, Allnet. Uh-oh. He may be caught here. He doesn't have himself the BKB. Telekinesis pulled back. There's nice silence there, but the boat comes in. He's not able to escape. They may find the kill to Allnet, and they will. They get the kill. I was just about to say here, Milan, too. Big item here on Whisper now, as that team fight has just come about. A Lotus Orb for the Kunkka, so able to dispel any silence that comes their way, able to actually mirror any concoctions that land upon them too, so a very good item in this game.
It's a great item. Even the rocket from the gyro, pulverized from the Primal Beast will not be coming out on the Lotus target. And this Orchid, he bought it like a minute ago and now it's completely nullified. I think that was their way to win the team fights, bursting heroes to this Orchid, and they get a team fight, but they give away Alchemist kill basically for free. And now it will result in OG getting the Aegis for a Lifestealer or a Razor. Well, I'm trying to understand. Probably Lifestealer. Yeah, he's gonna be frontlining more. Before, it was like few years ago, it was always easy. You just get a Aegis on the guy that's gonna hit towers. But nowadays in Dota, you don't hit towers anymore. It's way too risky giving up position like that. You just farm and catch people around the map, and after you kill them, then you hit the towers. Then it doesn't matter if you have Aegis or not, because nobody's there to defend.
Curious question, actually, now that you mentioned that. Do you think Dota has got harder
Ari?
throughout the years? Alright, hold that thought, Ari. Going to be able to use the Yules, but the Split Earth comes down as they get the kill there onto the Rubik.
Nice pickup. Harder in what sense?
Like, is it more difficult to actually... More thinking here. Maybe,
Yeah,
perhaps.
I mean,
like
I think...
higher mentality game.
Yes, I think, to put it simply, like, everybody got better. Like, everybody got better, especially at the fundamentals, at how to defend tower. Like, you TP in advance on some heroes to set up, you always have a vision. People that should be smoked are smoked, and like in this high-end Dota, like the competitive tier 1 scene, like this game is, like, everybody is so good that even like small slip up before that everybody was doing would not get punished, but now if you make one wrong step, like you'll get punished. So does that mean yes, it is harder, I guess?
Yeah, no. I think the mentality game is a big one here. I mean, there's just so much more that's introduced here, like, you know, like neutral items as well, and then other things like outposts and stuff like that, Aghanim shards, Aghanim scepters, you know, more items to consider as well, new possibilities, new mechanics. I mean, I remember when the leash was introduced here, and then that was a new concept.
I mean, even the talents, right?
Yeah,
Like,
even the talents.
I don't know when. I think it came with 7.00 version, but we didn't.
They got Ari, maybe. Oh no, TP rotation.
Again?
No, he's okay. He's okay.
Oh, they're afraid.
Force on his own though, on the mid lane, being slowed down here by the demonic purge. BKB comes out, and I think he did want to turn around here and try and get Tomato, but
You cannot use onslaught while you're demonic purge. That's the counter. Besides the save, you just cannot.
Is level 25 on Force is not going to do anything if we do get to that stage, right? Cannot be slowed or rooted during trample, or that will definitely help against the demonic purge, right?
I think you still cannot cast onslaught, but you will not be slowed.
Maybe
So
maybe if you cast trample and onslaught at the same time, then maybe.
Still, I think it's just the way onslaught works. You just get the purge, just removes it. It's not the slow part. It's just the purge. But the purge that is not connected to the slow part that doesn't allow you to move. So you'll still be able to move, but not during the onslaught. You will just get cats. Oh, Narman.
Oh, nice concoction.
That's a good target.
Ori will be found. They caught themselves the Earthshaker though there, disrupting the initiation with the Echo Slam. Ori attempting to buy back here now. Supreme in some trouble. He will be found. Oh wait, no, he's actually healing up there with the Bloodstone. Is he going to get away? No, he will not. The telekinesis bringing him back there from the buyback of Ori. Force now. He's in some trouble. BKB on cooldown for 3 more seconds. Will he be able to get away? No, he will not. He will fall. 2 down here on the side of MOUZ. They will back themselves off, and OG will still stay the dominant team here on this part of the map. They found themselves the tier 3. They're going to attempt to take the melee racks here now too.
They both don't have buyback. With the Lotus Orb online on the Kankai Aegis for 50 seconds, this will be top side 100%, and I think they'll go mid too. Like, there's nothing much to stop them. Yes, there will be a glyph to delay, but nonetheless, probably a second side for OG here.
Yeah, getting the second tier 3 now, Timodo. How will they jump on this? I mean, Bloodthorn ready, but of course you do have to worry about that Lotus.
Ten seconds on the Aegis. We'll just heal with that. And then Yeah, they saved the mid lane rags, but the last fight, Kunka, don't mess up with the courier pipe there. And we spoke how heavy magic damage lineup MOUZ is, and pipe is the best item in the game against the magic damage lineups. Will Fruder jeopardize this MOUZ lineup's damage?
Olnit's net worth is starting to fall off here as well, Milan, as Lifesteal, as you can see, catching up to the Alchemist. This is not what you want when you're playing Alchemist. You want to be ahead, and if you're not ahead, you're going to have a difficult time. Speaking of that, OG on the aggressive again, attempting to siege the high ground here. Tomato hitting into these range racks. He will back himself off with the remaining time of that rage.
It's a little bit scary, we said. It's always a scary thing to push high ground in Dota nowadays. They'll decide to try to get a fight outside of the base, try to get a fight around this bottom lane. Seb is gonna place some orbs under the sentry though.
Oh, Force. Must be careful.
Radiant are scanning.
Olnit finds himself an observer ward there too. Takes that out. Just OG choosing the right time here to try and push this one out. There's still a tier 2 bottom. The wave is pushing in though, so they could just take this tier 2 tower if they want. BZM here with a satanic.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There we go, laying into the tier 2 tower. That'll be taken out, and then they could possibly look to go bottom here as well on OG. So it's not looking good currently for MOUZ. I really don't know what they could do here other than if OG decide to maybe perhaps throw a little bit, you know, help MOUZ.
I mean, at some point they may try to make like a big smoke play and try to catch OG split on the map, but otherwise it's all about getting few more items and getting the perfect spell execution, like some big Echo Slam or some big Primal Beast jump. But
Supreme is going a very much needed item here now, BKB. But of course, you've got to remember the Demonic Purge is doing absolute work here on Seb. Just affecting, you know, these heroes like Leshrac and the Primal Beast. Along with Alchemist here too, all heroes that like to have incredible mobility in the fights. It's just all being disrupted here by a Shadow Demon. This was a first pick Shadow Demon, by the way. They were predicting for this Primal Beast to come out. And if anything, when these picks just came out here from MOUZ, the Shadow Demons just look better and better. And we even said during the early stages of the game, these supports wouldn't be able to rotate very well compared to MOUZ's supports, but the middle stage and the team fights, that would be where they hit strongest, and look how this has turned out now. We're at that stage, and they are delivering. So you see they definitely need some good spell impact here on MOUZ in order to get a good team fight. You know,
yes, I mean they need huge execution. They will find.
Speaking of execution, catching two there with a Fisher. Force is in trouble though. Oh, the Ogre Seal Totem will help get him away there over the Fisher. He's still okay though. They want to go for Supreme. Supreme in some trouble. He's going to be brought back there. He won't be connected to the turret, but he is taking a hell of a lot of damage. Supreme will fall. Down for 50. No buyback available. They wanted to go for a smoke, but it was broke instantaneously here with the aggression from OGs. They're just going to find themselves another Tormentor. Aghanim Shard for the Rubik.
BZM just has supreme number this game. Every time he sees it, he just goes, fully commits, and OG with this slash kill will maybe push even without the Aegis. BZM with Satanic.
No, it's guys.
No way. Rain Drag's gone. Melee on the menu. Glyph is ready. 14 seconds on the lash.
Forces the Rage. In comes the Fisher. They want to try and find a kill there now. Lotus Orb comes out in return. No Lotus Orb available, but the disruption is there. Onto BZM. He's fine, has himself the static link. The pulverize comes out there in return. What do they have to fall? Backlines. They've got an Echo Slam onto 2, but it won't have much of an effect. But it has disrupted the rest of OG as they take down BZM here on MOUZ. So at least that Echo Slam there, it causes a disruption. Norman fine forced himself to the low ground as Ornit coming forward there with the concoction. Will stun himself up with thanks to the Lotus Orb utilized there by Whisper. Ornit now in a little bit of trouble. He needs to get to the low ground here. Nice 4-staff usage there from Bengen.
1-for-1. It seems like it's not much, but MOUZ killing this BZM Razor, I don't think OG saw that coming. So not the disaster, but I think after this they'll just take a little bit more safer and just go for the rush top.
Yeah. So they've just found Tomato. Tomato on the aggressive here. He wants to charge forward. The concoction being brewed here once again.
Not
again. Not
again.
affect Tomato with that rage. Supreme in some trouble. He does have himself the Yules. But he's been demonic purged up here as they find the kill onto Leshrac, down for 50 again, along with Bengen here too. Force-staffs himself to the high ground. Avoids the torrent, but they're coming for him. As the Radiant finds the kill. That's 2 down. They want to go for free. Buyback here on the Gyrocopter. Norman in trouble. He gets bashed up as he was casting Fisher there, and we will be found too. No buyback available. A lot of damage though being taken here onto Tomato. Will infest a creep, attempting to flee as the Split Earth will not have an effect as he's cast his rage there in time. The disruption comes out there too. Still living through here, Tomato. The open wounds there. He's healing up slowly, but will finally be fine with the buyback coming out here from Norman. They will take down this Lifestealer. A TP attempt there within the trees. Whisper gets out of there. What the hell? He found an area within the trees where they couldn't see him. That could have been big if they got him.
They will lose 2 on OG, yeah. The most important thing now is, can MOUZ get the rush? They paid a big price for these 2 kills, 3 buybacks. But if they can get a rush, they'll be pretty happy with it. Nice double wisdom. 5,600 XP right there for the side of OG.
Trickster's Cloak 2 on Ornit. That's a nice item. Still needs that BKB on Supreme. Who they're going to give the Aegis to here? Would you say Supreme or Ornit?
Supreme just buying back in the fight. Should mean he gets Aegis. Also, the Ornit is the transformation hero, so don't forget the cheese. Like, Ornit is kind of low-key Terrorblade and Sven, where when he uses Chemical Rage and dies during it, the Aegis will not do much second time around.
Yeah. And Agnum's now obtained on Force here too, so the ability to output some extra damage. Apply a break. So that'll be nice against Razor too there. Which grants him that extra movement speed. And especially Lifestealer there also. He has himself 2 passives, the Feast and the Ghoul Frenzy. Oh, they're coming on the aggressive here. Fisher's ready. Supreme trying to get away there from that static link. Will be able to break it. Force coming in aggressively there, though he's been picked up there by the telekinesis. But they're still laying in the damage here as a BCM. He has been able to activate that BKB along with the static link as well. Look at the Eye of the Storm there, taking down Ornit. Ornit dead. Buyback available though, as the rest of MOUZ on the retreat here. Force is going to be able to get himself up to the high ground there, but this Eye of the Storm is way too much damage for them to handle. As the Leshrac down, the Aegis will bring him back alive. Gyro dead. There's only 4 remaining here on MOUZ. They have 1 chance to defend this. It's now the Split Earth coming down there upon the Razor. Razor taking too much damage, but actually able to heal up there with the Satanic. But will still be found anywhere there nonetheless. It will be 3 gone here on MOUZ. Only 2 remaining. There's only going to be brought back there by the Xbox. They have themselves the vision there with the Sentry Ward. Telekinesis up. Ornit definitely dead here. Luke's to be game.
GG.
Yep, GG is called. Game 1 will be going to OG here, folks. They will take it away from MOUZ, and we'll be going for a game 2 here to see whether OG will be able to take this 2-0 and eliminate MOUZ to the lower bracket, or will we see an equalization here?
Even with the Aegis and Cheese in the fight, just this BZM Razor proving to